Find anything?
We know that Heldalf was stricken with a great deal of pain and hardship.
It seems almost like some kind of curse.
I can see that. Bound to the curse that is eternal loneliness.
During our most recent encounter with him, he taunted Saray, preying on his emotions and trying to bait him into becoming a fallen shepherd. But afterwards, he reached out to Saray and tried to convince him to join his ranks.
The Lord of Calamity, reaching out to the shepherd.
I want to know, just what happened to Heldalf to make him the man we see today?
But that would infringe on the old man's taboo.
We don't even have a clue what that really means. Maybe this is selfish of us, but still.
Is there no chance you can help?
Follow me.
Maven, are you sure about this?
There's no point in stories if we lose the future in which to tell them. No taboo is worth that fate.
I guess something like this is right.
Oh man, nice! Check it out! That huge thing has carvings all over it!
Is this from the era of the gods? I've never seen anything like it before.
Oh boy, more fodder for our resident nerds.
What's that?
To most people, this monument is nothing.
The storyteller of time?
The one who passes stories to future generations. Stories of humans, seraphim, hellions, shepherds, the Lord of Calamity. It is my clan to whom that fate has fallen. A storyteller is to be a dispassionate observer. He must not interfere in world events. But I am prepared to accept the consequences.
Is that an Earthen Historia?
There are more of them?
The others were fine, but this one had to be shielded from the eyes of men. So I kept it for myself.
Then this must be...
Yes, this is a record of the dawn of chaos. Come, experience the truth of the dawning of this age. Perceive the light. Perceive the darkness. Place your hands upon the monolith. Then, close your eyes. Foroshkus vere kusaresko, wervek furiek ohish kehem omem. Do not ponder the answer for now. Simply feel. Understand?
What happened?
Where is this? I've never seen this place before.
We're experiencing the dawn of chaos. So I suppose this would be...
Camlon, the Origin Village!
Well, might as well go on.
Undisagreed.
Pretty big crowd here.
No kidding.
General, this is absurd. How long must we keep living like this?
I am protecting you from the invasion by the forces of Highland. I'd expect you to be more grateful, Shepherd.
Huh? This guy's the previous shepherd?
You have occupied our village for half a year now. This isn't protection, it's house arrest.
Not to mention, the Kingdom of Highland is only acting against us because Roland's moved their army here in the first place.
Looks like they can't hear us.
The Earthen Historia shows that which has transpired.
The strategic importance of this location cannot be overlooked just because the Shepherd founded a village here. You can trust Highland would say the same.
What, so it was inevitable?
When one considers the rise of the Highland Valkyries, yes.
I've had enough. Just leave us.
Michael, are you really okay with this? Those bastards are treating Lord Maltelis' shrine as their own fortress! How much longer must they blaspheme the Seraphim?
Brother?
It's okay, Muse. He's right that Camelot happens to be a strategically crucial location, given that we're here along the northern border. An army that controls this territory can send troops to the enemy's capital at will. Their interest in our land is sad, but understandable.
Do you really trust the words of that tyrant?
They will do as they will. We must focus on what we believe in. As a lone shepherd, with no other family in the world to call his own, I vow to protect Muse and everyone else. I swear it.
So the Origin Village was occupied by Heldalf.
And then dragged into the chaos of war.
Still, you can understand why neither army could leave it alone.
Is something wrong, Miklia?
Huh? Oh, well... The humans were treating Maltelis with scorn and contempt. No wonder his blessing was lost. But there's probably more to the story. Let's head towards the shrine.
Right.
Could it be Rollins has noticed Michael led Lord Maltelis away from the capital?
No. Much more likely it's just a feint to draw out the forces of the Northern Territory. They just want a pretext to declare war.
This is absurd.
Thoroughly absurd. But that's humans for ya.
You said it. The more things change, the more they stay the same.
According to what the shepherd said, the shrine is full of malevolence, and the village is beginning to lose its blessing.
Oh no, is Maltelis going to become a Hellion?
Let us put faith in the shepherd. He said he would never allow that, even should it cost him his life.
But still, if the shepherd would be lost anyway, wouldn't it be better for us just to evacuate while we can?
There's no way that someone like Michael could ever do such a thing.
Right. He's the shepherd. He couldn't just abandon Maltelis and let him succumb to malevolence.
Saray.
If this podunk town can serve as the key to successful conquest of the Northern Territory, then I can suffer the ire of one measly shepherd. What is it?
An enemy attack! The Northerners have arrived! No! It appears to be the Highland Army!
I will not rise to their bait. Assemble the troops. We shall retreat.
We will make no counterattack?
Would you have me throw men away on some meaningless skirmish with Highland? Don't be an imbecile.
Guess this town is destined for the scrap heap after all. Have the order to retreat given at once.
Unbelievable! Doesn't he care about the happiness of the villagers?
This trivial nonsense is what got the entire village wiped out?
Stop it!
Saray.
Knowing we can't do anything to intervene just makes it worse.
What on earth is Heldalf doing?
Heldalf abandoned the village and fled.
Filthy Roland scum! Sneak into the mountains, will you?
There's more over here.
How could this happen?
Shepherd, Muse has gone to the shrine.
What?
To beg the Roland's army for assistance.
But Heldalf's already run away!
Muse, please be safe!
Hurry to the shrine!
Right.
Wait, please! I understand that, as a fellow shepherd, you feel strong empathy toward him. That is normal. But please, do not forget what Maven told us. You too, Mikleo.
I'm sorry. It's just...
We can already tell this isn't going to end well.
We've learned more than enough here to put the pieces together at this point.
But we still need to see this through, don't we? Let's go.
Right.
Mikleo looks out of character, to say nothing of Saray.
Well, of course. He was bound to notice before too long.
Yeah, when you add in the fact that none of this is heading for a happy ending.
We all picked up on it. Mikleo, Muse, and the Shepherd all look too similar not to.
Let's go. We're very close to the whole truth.
The child! The child!
He's alive. Oh, he's alive. But... oh my god! Now tell us. All is lost. Now Tellus has become a Hellion. And this innocent child. All due to the insipid ambitions of one man.
Brother! Wait! No! Don't! Please! Brother!
O ye who brought us this misfortune, I grant thee eternal solitude!
No!
Heldolf, live now and forever in a hell of your own making. This is my answer.
Stop!
So, they anticipated our retreat. You are the Valkyries, I take it?
Lightning! General!
Heldolf, prepare yourself! What on earth?
Stay away from us, you monster!
So that's what went down.
So Kittybeard didn't become a Hellion. He was made one.
One bearing the most terrible curse there could possibly be.
And the one responsible for it was the previous Shepherd.
So then,
Is this the same village?
If it's not over yet, then there must be more to it.
It's not over, huh?
Mikleo.
We gotta be close to the end. Shouldn't we just take a quick gander before we head back?
You look pretty bummed out by this.
Well, yeah.
I'm sorry. Sorry I'm not more bummed out myself, I mean.
You don't need to apologize for that.
Whenever a friend of mine is down, if I'm not feeling the same way, I always feel like maybe something's missing from me.
It's just like he said, Rose. There's nothing you need to apologize for. In fact,
Yeah. Sorry.
Huh?
If anything, we should be the ones sorry for making you worry so much.
we just need a little more time to get our feelings sorted out. We'll be fine. You can count on it.
Gotcha.
My goodness. What happened?
Such thick malevolence. I feel sick.
Malevolence of this impossible magnitude can only mean one thing.
Not now, tell us.
Born far too early by the looks of it. Poor mother and child. Neither of you deserved this. Perhaps this too is fate.
That child's human!
Are we not all the same when we first breathe this air, save for the vessel we chance into?
But a child born so premature won't last but a few months.
Probably so.
Zenrus!
Muse! My goodness! What happened here?
I'm afraid there's no time to explain. We have to seal off the malevolence before it drifts into Elysia. Who's that child? Celine's? Could it be she was with child?
In order to contain Mount Tellus within this land, you would be the sacrifice to seal the path to Elysia? But Mount Tellus is using the land itself as his vessel. Even if we can trap him here, it would be no more than empty consolation.
I understand, but even so, this is something that we humans have brought upon ourselves.
And the shepherd?
I take it that the shepherd has finally fallen?
That may be so, but fate has blessed us with a thread of hope.
You don't mean to say you will raise these children to become the shepherd and his sub-lord?
For a human and a seraph child raised together, anything is possible. However, it all depends on these children. I humbly accept your two small beacons of hope.
Gramps!
Zenrus, I have not the words to thank you. Farewell, my dearest child. Mikleo.
Gramps!
So, Saray, you were a survivor from that village.
And our boy Mickey was refashioned into a seraph.
So I was a sacrifice.
You can cry if you want.
Why would I cry? I'm surprised, to be sure, but I'm not sad. And now we know where Mount Tellus is. Now the only thing left is our answer.
Right.
So does this mean we found it?
I know now what path I want to take. Though I'm not sure that counts as an answer.
Very well then. Let's consult with Maven once more.
Hey, where'd he go?
Just a little while ago, he was activating the hidden powers of this monolith. He's probably still around here somewhere.
You're right. Let's go look for him.
What a sad turn of affairs. There was more to it than just Heldalf and the shepherd Michael. So many factors converged to bring about that disaster.
What happened to that village was so ghastly, you can sort of see how Michael finally came to do what he did. But still, no one except maybe his closest friends ought to buy "I was in the depths of my despair" as an excuse.
Right. The actions he took that day changed the fates of millions.
That's true. It was his thoughtless curse of eternal solitude that paved the way for Kittybeard to become the Lord of Calamity. Without the curse, old Sourpuss never would have hated the world so much. Never would have wanted it to turn into a world of Hellions.
You can't blame the people of Highlander Rollins for seeing him as a monster. But I get the sense that deep down, in his own misguided way, he just wants to bring peace to his country.
Some of the blame, too, has to go to the former shepherd for keeping secret the fact that he'd spirited Mountellus away. Because of that, folks who didn't know the true situation wound up desecrating the shrine and causing Mountellus to transform into a Hellion.
That's right. If they'd only talked about it more openly, there might have been better understanding and cooperation.
It also looks like the former shepherd didn't really trust anyone other than his own flesh and blood. To those who believed in the shepherd, I can think of no greater wound.
True enough. He may have genuinely wanted every one of them to be happy. But if he never shared this desire with anyone, then...
Regardless of Michael's circumstances, it doesn't change the fact that what Heldalf did was unspeakably cruel. That he would toss strangers to the wolves just to further his own interests.
None of this comes down to black and white, that's for sure.
Well, Maven told us just to feel and experience what had happened. We'll go tell him what we felt.
You're back.
What are you doing here?
Oh, I just wanted to make sure the monolith doesn't get damaged. Your thoughts?
No one involved was fully in the wrong, but no one was really right either. That's how it felt to me.
A useful understanding to reach. Now, your answer.
Saray, let us hear your answer to this.
My answer is I want to save Heldalf. The Shepherd's job doesn't just boil down to quell the Lord of Calamity, or even clean up the previous Shepherd's mistakes. When malevolence consumes Seraphim and turns them into Hellions, we save them. Yet when it brings misfortune and grief to humans, we say they only have themselves to blame. It doesn't seem fair.
So that is your answer?
Dunno if it counts as one.
There are humans out there just like Heldalf. He just happened to play one part in a cascade of terrible events.
I'm not gonna say you shouldn't sympathize with him, but I will say it would strike me as bizarre to completely let him off the hook for the horrors he brought to such a peaceful village. And what he's trying to do now is still messed up, right?
Absolutely. It's wrong, period, and I will stop it.
But even so, you would save this man?
If I won't save humans like Heldalf, who've had Hellionhood thrust upon them, I'll never see humans and Seraphim live in peace.
I see. So then you...
really are an idiot.
Yep. Saray is Saray, and we love him for it.
That's right. He couldn't be anyone else even if he tried.
So, Mr. Teller, that what you were looking for?
For such a man, ending his loneliness would be the sole path to salvation. Do you understand what that means?
Taking his life, I would expect.
Saray, can you carry that burden with you?
Indeed. That, even more than your answer, is the crucial matter.
Right. What's important now is whether you truly will not waver. Or rather, whether you truly believe in your answer and are willing to accept its repercussions.
No matter what happens, and no matter what cost.
Wait, are you asking him to prove his determination in battle?
Put bluntly, yes. In order to defeat one who has been abandoned in time, the bonds of strength must be severed. Show me how that is done.
Defeat the one who has been abandoned in time. You can't be talking about...
How to sever the bonds of strength.
So eternal loneliness is a curse, you say? Makes sense now.
Old man.
Now then, show me!
Don't hold back! I certainly won't!
But even if there is a way to sever the bonds of strength... And if we were to actually use it...
Then, what would happen to you?
Do you see why it is you waver? Settle this, Shepard!
Do not let Maven's conviction go to waste.
Here goes! Binding vortex! Aim and fire! Blistering fangs! Open the way forward! Who's off the leg? Saint Zero! Blistering fangs! Saint Zero! Burn! Saint Zero! Here goes! Binding vortex! Blistering fangs! Saint Zero!
Vermilion Crescent! Scorch them!
Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Look out! Open the way forward!
Get lost! Vermilion Crescent!
Look out! Saint Zero! Blistering fangs! Open the way forward! Look out! Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward!
Molten Wall!
Aim and fire! Saint Zero!
Break through!
Look out! Spirit Elixir of Attack! Blistering fangs! Aim and fire! Here goes! Saint Zero!
Weak!
Weak! Saint Zero! Blistering fangs! Binding vortex!
Shield double beam!
Saint Zero! Blistering fangs! Aim and fire!
A storm of flame surrounds me! Flare vortex!
Aim and fire! Blistering fangs! Open the way forward! Look out! Rose, get back! Saint Zero! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Blistering fangs! Saint Zero! Here goes!
Trap them! Get lost!
Saint Zero! Open the way forward!
Vermilion
Aim and fire! Blistering fangs! Binding vortex! Look out! Rose, get back!
Lift off!
Aim and fire! Here goes! Binding vortex! Saint Zero! Blistering fangs! Open the way forward!
Scorch back! Burn! Burn away!
Look out! Saint Zero! Here goes! Binding vortex! Aim and fire! Blistering fangs! Saint Zero! Aim and fire! Blistering fangs!
Your words shall make you vulnerable!
Look out! Look out! Burst! Ocean Blast! That's your assault! Blue Flurry! Look out! Break down! Break on through! This is for you! Pull together!
Be gone! Scrap toss!
Saint Zero! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Blistering fangs! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Mega!
How shall I do? Luminous Saber!
Blue Flurry! Here goes! Saint Zero!
This is for you! Weak! Look out! This is for you! Feel a slice of premature decay! You're careless!
Aim and fire! Here goes! Binding vortex! Here goes! Open the way forward! Spark cleansing! Elixir protect! Look out! Burst! Blistering Fangs! Tail Phantom! Aiming fire! This is for you! Fear Light! Look out! Aiming fire! Here goes! Binding Vortex! Shade Zero! Here goes! Aiming fire! Blistering Fangs! Look out!
You may feel a slight numbness.
Goes, get back! Shade Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward!
Gonna feel the burn.
Aiming fire! Here goes! Open the way forward!
I'm gonna feel it. Shield! You're gonna get bit! You're careless! Bridge it back!
Aiming fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aiming fire!
Martial engine! Luminous saber! That's it! Here!
Aiming fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Blistering Fangs! Aiming fire!
Your words shall make you vulnerable. Soul Typhus! Gravity rules everything.
Blistering Fangs! Open the way forward! Shade Zero! Blistering Fangs! Aiming fire!
Time to learn some humility.
Here!
Air pressure! Gravity rules everything.
Aiming fire! Here goes! Binding Vortex!
Soul Typhus!
Blistering Fangs! Open the way forward! Shade Zero! Aiming fire!
Martial engine! Luminous saber! Here! This is for you! Here!
Aiming fire! Don't push yourself! Aiming fire! Blistering Fangs! Shade Zero!
You may feel a slight You're careless! Here! You're careless!
Whoa!
You may feel a slight
Spirit cleansing!
You're careless! Radiant heat! Magnetic fields! Shield stigma! Here! You may feel a slight numbness. Here! Charge attack!
Open the way forward!
That's it!
Aiming fire! Blistering Fangs! Binding Vortex! Aiming fire! Blistering Fangs!
Martial engine! Luminous saber!
Guess I'm screwed up.
Here!
Aiming fire! Here goes! Aiming fire! Here goes!
Here!
That won't work!
Aiming fire! Blistering Fangs! Binding Vortex! Shade Zero! Blistering Fangs! Binding Vortex! Aiming fire!
That's it! You're careless! That's it!
Shade Zero! Blistering Fangs!
Well done.
What I want to see is not a mere display of strength.
So you really are immortal?
You understand by now, don't you, the way to defeat me?
Yes. Turn my friends into attacks with wills of their own, and use those attacks to pierce through the bonds of strength.
What Dazzle said he did.
Then why aren't you doing it? I'm not a Hellion. Even if you make use of that means, your friends will not be consumed with malevolence. You won't admit it. After all, to demonstrate that method upon me is tacit acknowledgement that it is your only option with Heldolf as well.
But Maven, isn't there any other way at all?
No. Even Lila's power is not enough to purify one as consumed with malevolence as he is. You should know that.
Saray. Rose.
If you weigh lives on scales, you will falter at the crucial moment. All the more so if it is your friends' lives in question. But if you do waver, and your wavering leads you to a faulty answer, you may never recover. In this way does virtue become vice.
But if you will die for the answer you truly believe in, even failure will not stop you from rising again. What you should fear is not failure, but rather that fear itself will compromise your belief in your answer.
Lila.
Now then, Saray.
If you intend to make this a farce, then I shall end it. Show me, not just with words, but with the spirit of belief! I shall end this! Luminous Saber! It is a damn shame, Lila. Unfortunately, it looks like they still don't understand. So, it was all for naught.
No, just a little bit more. Even when they resented their own helplessness, even when they grieved for a fallen comrade, even when evil schemed to lead them astray, Saray and his companions have pushed ever on, never losing themselves. Knowing fear, but not malevolence, they came all this way to stand here together.
You're really something.
I don't like having regrets, and I don't like giving them to other people either. Don't you forget it.
Saray, Rose, you paralyzed or something? Going up against Hellions is already life or death. It shouldn't be new to you.
Edna. Zaveid.
It's just as they said, Rose. Saray, do you remember what I told you? Back at Lady Lake? I didn't come all this way just to be a liability. I said it before. Do I need to say it again? No.
If the Shepherd Saray truly believes in his answer, then surely may he bring an end to the Age of Chaos.
Then show us. Show us your answer.
Saray!
Everyone.
You have good friends, lad.
Darn right. Let's go!
Come at me! Look out!
Who's off alive? Don't just charge in there.
Maven! This is... my answer!
Old man!
Maven?
I thought I could hold out until you finished it, but...
Maven?
Oh, I'm so sorry it came to this.
You're an idiot too.
You're not wrong, but I have no regrets.
What's going on? What are you saying?
Come on!
It's because I violated the taboo.
If the user breaks the terms of the oath, the special powers granted by the oath likewise vanish.
You should have told us.
Please, do not blame Lila. She merely did what she believed was right for all of you. And it was my decision to make as well.
I believe too. In my answer. And in my friends. And for their sake, I will not waver in what must be done. So there will be no regrets.
It is time to say our farewells.
I promise. I'll never forget what you've told me, Maven. And I'll teach it to others as well.
Saray, you've
Never did I imagine I would die with others by my side. Thank you.
Let's go!
To Camlon?
Yeah. Maltellus should still be there.
Let's make for Elysia first.
There should be a road there leading to Camlon. We saw Gramps come running when the village fell.
Oh, that makes sense. So Camlon was close to Elysia.
Very likely. That fits with the idea that it was a strategically important location for Highland, Rowlands, and the Northern Powers.
Yeah, good point. But it looked to me like the road to Camlon was sealed off.
Yeah, by my mother.
You can cry if...
I told you I'm not going to cry.
Looks like this is the final battle.
Let's end this.
Right on!
Pick something up.
So if we cut the tie between Maltellus and Heldalf, we'll be home free, right?
I'm not so sure about that. He's strong enough to use the Earth itself as a vessel. Will that really be all that it takes?
Right. We'll probably have to purify all the malevolence attached to the land as well.
Is that right, Layla?
She sells seashells by the seashore. Yep.
She sells seashells by the seashore.
He's got to be doing that on purpose.
Originally, he was the one who would purify the land. His power was the blessing of the land itself.
Like a natural purification of sorts, huh?
Don't think that's gonna be enough this time.
Certainly the activities of the shepherds also contributed to the Earth's natural purification from the outside.
But now it's just Saray, and no one else.
We need to have a plan of action before moving on. But all the same, we can't sit around brooding all day.
For sure.
Did you hear? Another war coming on.
Yeah, looks like both Rollins and Highland are ready to take the kid gloves off. It's gonna get ugly.
Yeah, and I hear it's all going down at Glaven Basin.
This is too good.
Damn straight. Food and weapons, medicine and coffins. We're gonna make a fortune.
Another war? This is bad. If any more malevolence collects...
That's probably
All right! I finally found where he's located.
Hey!
Careful! You okay?
Thank yous. I'm a bit weary from my journeys. But it's time to settle the scores. Gotta hurry to the cat's corner.
The turtles. He's still hurt.
He's going to Cat's Corner, huh? Is he going to have a duel there?
It's the illusionary village where cats live.
It might become a huge cat and turtle free-for-all.
So, I wonder, where exactly is this Cat's Corner?
I've never heard of it before.
I don't know much either.
We're gonna have to do some research.
Let's start by asking Seraphim who are knowledgeable about regional lore.
Good idea. Guardian Seraphim are more likely to know something about the lore or legends.
Reporting casualties for the Blue Tempest Knights. 118 wounded, 30 dead.
Be careful.
Report. Approximately 50 casualties on the enemy side.
Is it over already?
Don't kid yourself.
It's no more than a skirmish along the front lines.
If both armies were clashing full on, the body count wouldn't be anywhere near this low.
This low?
Where are the Platinum Knights?
Sir, they're still struggling to evacuate Lastenbell.
Can't they see there's no time?
Saray, there's no point in just staying here.
The Platinum Knights are in Lastenbell.
Let's go see Sergei.
Yeah. Boss!
Talfrin, what happened?
We were all captured in Pendrago. They said we murdered the Cardinal at the behest of the Kingdom of Highland.
What? But I was the one who...
It was Lunar. He approached the Empire and suggested they frame it this way.
Of course. The Empire was just itching for a justification to launch a war.
If they could tell the world that Highland had assassinated their cardinal...
Almost too perfect.
Lunar laid an ambush for us. If Igil hadn't shielded me, I would've... I'm sorry. I couldn't do anything but run away.
We knew this might happen sooner or later. Part of the job description. But still...
Rose, you should go.
But we have to stop the war!
We all know what they'll do now that they've trumped up a justification.
Dispose of the evidence.
You can't leave them like that, can you?
After all, they're your family.
You said it yourself, didn't you? You and I have two very different jobs.
Thank you. I'll be back.
What about us? Should we be rescuing the scattered bones or stopping this war?
Both are vital, but we can't be in two places at once.
Sergei's in Lastenbell.
Alicia's probably at the Highland Army base.
Then...
If I remember correctly, wasn't there some kind of cave or something leading to Highland around here?
Right, the Lamorak Cave.
can't hold back. Loser off her leg! This one's tough. Man, that bat looks bossy.
Being bossy doesn't make you a boss.
Looks like they shoot distorted sonic waves.
Saint Zero! Blistering Bangs! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Here goes! Binding Vortex! Aim and fire! Blistering Bangs! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Here goes! Saint Zero! Here goes! Whoa! Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Blistering Bangs! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Blistering Bangs! Open the way forward! More than water! My foe is ahead! The vortex follows you! Absorb it!
How are Soray's capabilities as a shepherd?
Well, I think he's quite talented.
I think you're kind of overrating him.
And his friendship with you.
Prepare for the assault. Once we receive the royal order, our entire forces will destroy the Roland's army. My, Shepherd Saray. Welcome to our base. Perfect. We're moments from receiving the royal order authorizing our assault. And the messenger will be an old friend of yours.
You can't mean...
You're making Alicia do that?
It's cruel of Bartlow, but still an ingenious plan. If she brings the order, the war is on. And should she refuse, he can have her court-martialed for treason. I can only imagine her dismay.
You disgust me.
Will you attack me? Please, be my guest. Then I could reasonably claim that spies from Rollins were in our camp. No need to wait for a royal order.
Looks like the odds are stacked against us.
We're going to need Alicia's help to hold back the army.
Alicia, is it? Go ahead and try then. I'm very curious.
Alicia wasn't at the army base. Let's check over at Lady Lake.
But if we get Alicia involved, we'll have no choice but to tell her that Maltran is a Hellion.
She'd be hurt for sure.
I'm aware, but there's no other choice. Can't afford to lose off the leg! Say zero! Blistering bang! Vortex! Aim and fire! Here goes! Binding vortex! Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Say zero! Here goes! Whoa! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Binding vortex! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! Open the way forward! Say zero! Blistering bangs! Aim and fire! Blistering bangs! That's what the Shepherd can do! I remember this place was in the Celestial Record.
How dare you obstruct our glorious battle!
You're a disgrace to Highland!
What's gotten into you?
Alicia! Who's Rafael?
Saray?
We'll talk later. Are we good, Lila?
Yes! I've reactivated her Squire's Pact!
Saint Zero, here goes!
Hey, princess. Name's Zavid. Nice to meet you.
Right.
That look in your eyes says you have a question.
No, I think I'll focus on the battle for now.
Sweet dreams! Eat this! Red Agent Giant! Iron Curtain! Scrap Toss! Return to board! Eat this! You know nothing! Iron Curtain! Eat this!
This is my time! Fight back! I did it!
Red Agent Giant! Scrap Toss! Rising Sun! Echo Shock! Rock Roar! Rising Sands! This is over! Take that! It won't end here! It won't end here! It won't end here! This isn't over! This isn't over!
And that's more or less what brought us here.
I see.
Zavid always talks about himself.
We'll fill her in later. Why were those soldiers attacking you?
Probably because I've been stalling the war. I have yet to deliver the royal order authorizing our attack.
And they hate and resent you that much?
You can see for yourself. There's not a thing in the world that can prevent this war now.
You're giving up?
What else can I do? What else do you expect me to do? The king has commanded that we launch an attack on Rollins. An official royal order has already been issued.
If that dumb piece of paper's causing you all that grief, why don't you just chuck it?
Just chuck it? What exactly do you mean by chuck it?
Just what I said. Tear up the damn thing like it never existed.
I can't.
You can't expect Alicia to do something like that.
Hey, no pressure. I don't mind seeing her beautiful face all scrunched up in pain.
No. Saray, I think perhaps the only way to stop this war is to do as Zavid suggested. Would you be willing to assist me in this?
Are you sure about this? You would be rebelling against your own country.
I know the risks.
All right.
Well, if Alicia's made up her mind, we can't refuse her, can we?
Zavid, may I trust you in this matter as well?
I can't decline a heroic princess. Your face looks better with a smile on it anyway.
One ray of hope is that Lady Maltran is the one commanding our army. She is bound to cooperate with us. What's wrong?
I hate to tell you this, but Maltran's not gonna help you. She's a Hellion. She serves the Lord of Calamity. She was the one pushing for war in the first place.
Edna!
We had to tell her at some point.
Yeah, better she hear it now than get stabbed in the back later.
That can't be true! Don't you even dare joke about such a thing!
Alicia, please calm down.
No, Lady Maltran. She always encouraged me, even when... I apologize. I will see Lady Maltran and verify this for myself.
Back to that scrunched up face of hers.
You were just waiting for me to pick you up, weren't you?
Hey, are your eyes okay?
It's fine. My vision's good.
Oh, good. So that means you've become stronger.
Just a little bit blurry is all.
A little bit? That could cost you your life in battle.
Perhaps. But this is something you need to see through. To the end.
Well,
We've got way more important things to worry about.
Saray needs you. Nothing will change that.
Let's go, Alicia.
Okay.
There should be a vista point nearby. Looks like there's something nearby. You've toughened up a bit yourself.
Yes, I've been undergoing intensive training. Under Lady Maltran.
Oh, I see. What's that?
Milady.
So, you finally figured out who I really am.
Why?
For the ideals I cherish most. Now, messenger, the royal order, if you please. We have a war to start. Then I'll take it by force. This way. Too many prying eyes out here.
How could she?
Alicia.
Lila, what type of Hellion is Maltran?
I honestly cannot tell you for sure.
So all we know is she's one to watch out for, huh?
A strong, sexy lady. I'm not seeing the downsides myself.
Let's be quick about this. I have other work to attend to.
Why, Lady Maltran, why?
You are disgracefully slow to catch on. What you see before you is reality and truth. One who cannot accept reality for what it is has no hope of being a leader to the people.
I acknowledge my lack of resolve, but...
Then you should have realized by now that your naive ideals have no meaning whatsoever in this present state of affairs. Not to the kingdom, not to the citizenry, certainly not to me.
Then why did you act so encouraging and supportive to me all this time?
Because you serve two vital functions. One of which was your utility in getting Highland and Rollins to finally clash with their full military might. Your incessant whining was just the thing to provoke Bartlow and the others to action.
Alicia's ideals do hold meaning and value.
That's right. Saray believes in her, even if you don't.
And he isn't the only one.
I'm giving my dear pupil her final lesson. Kindly stay out of this.
What, you can't deal with reality and truth?
So many empty words. Who's slow to catch on now?
A fair point. No need to exchange words when blows will suffice. For your other vital function.
Stand back, Alicia! All right.
I can do this!
Your technique is appalling.
Lila! What's her weakness?
I don't know. I can't tell. She's a Hellion, but she's suppressing her nature.
Don't push yourself!
Stick up!
Aim and fire! Here goes! Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Lord of Rain! Knock it down! Torrent Speed Dark Star! Knock it down! Fire Protector! Fire Protector!
Give me strength, everything!
Vital project torrent speed! Caught my path! Can you keep up? Come divine wings! Swarm the sky! Zestiria! Vital project torrent speed! Caught my path! Knock it out!
It's over!
You feel it? Soul restless! Final protection! Caught my path!
Spinner strike! Give me strength!
Blade bang!
Give me strength! Snake protection!
I won't lose this time! Over here! Here I go! You ready? Wait a minute! The neck is I'm ready. Better kiss me back. Right through! Predatory flame! Burning charge! Burning charge! Leave it to me, Alicia!
Return to void! Give me strength!
Dark Star!
Sorry for the trouble.
Leave it to me, Alicia!
Snake bite!
So this is how it ends. How pathetic.
I hope I can win this. I can do this.
Your technique is appalling, Alicia.
Lila, what's her weakness?
I don't know.
I can't tell. She's a Hellion, but she's suppressing her nature.
Better kiss her ass. Breakthrough!
Strong.
Mace? Sweetie?
Alicia!
Everything okay today? Tower of Blood! Crimson Flame! May it burn your soul! Bears! Rain of Fire! No escape! Offer your protection! Purity! Get this fight! Rain of Fire! Purity! Come forth! Breakthrough! Return to port! No escape!
trouble.
Alicia!
So sorry.
Moonlight Sword! Flames of light!
Merging Sphere! Spinning Top! Here! Merging
Blazing
Sphere!
Storm! Don't push yourself, Lava! Ready to escape!
Merging Sphere!
Snake Bite! Come forth!
Beast of Victory!
Use Rocket Fire! Aim and fire! Here goes! Lightning Vortex! Aim and fire! Here goes! Lightning Vortex! Spirit Cleansing! Elixir of Day! Blistering Fangs! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward! Blistering Fangs!
It's time!
Your license extended! Leave it to me, Alicia! Alicia! Here goes! Lightning Vortex! Aim and fire! Here goes! Saint Zero! Leave it to me, Alicia! Aim and fire! Blistering Fangs! Lightning Vortex! Saint Zero! Blistering Fangs! Saint Zero! Here goes!
Gravity rolls everything! Rapid Trigger!
Aim and fire! Blistering Fangs! Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Saint Zero! Blistering Fangs! Lightning Vortex! Saint Zero! Here goes! Lightning Vortex!
Your words shall make you vulnerable! Soul Siphon!
Aim and fire! Here goes! Lightning Vortex! Saint Zero! Here goes! Lightning Vortex! Aim and fire!
Gravity rolls everything!
Edna, be careful!
My divine flames!
Too close! Your license extended! Watch your health!
So
Can't
this is how
end
it ends.
here.
How pathetic.
I hope I can win this.
Hey, sweetie.
I can do this.
Your technique is appalling.
Lila, what's her weakness?
I don't know. I can't tell. She's a Hellion, but she's suppressing her nature.
Can you dig it? The neck is fine,
Aim and
right?
fire! Blistering Fangs! Open the way forward! Saint Zero!
Hey, sweetie. The neck is fine, right? Better kiss me back. Hey, why don't you? Let your gun
Lightning Vortex! Saint Zero! Here goes!
Better kiss me back.
Aim and fire! Blistering Fangs!
We're heating up. Can you dig me, Daddy? This is for you.
Aim and fire! Blistering Fangs! Open the way forward!
Hey, sweetie.
Aim and fire! Here goes!
We're heating up. Can you dig it?
Saint Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward!
Hey, why don't you?
Saint Zero! Blistering Fangs! Open the way forward!
Hey, sweetie.
Spirit Cleansing! Elixir of Attack!
Flurry! Spirit cleansing! Elixir for take!
Hey, sweetie!
Aim and fire! Aim and fire!
Hey, why don't you? Let your guard down!
State Zero! Blistering Bang! Binding Vortex! State Zero! Blistering Bang! Open the way forward!
Hey, why don't you?
State Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! State Zero!
Sweetie!
Spinning top! Blistering Bang! Binding Vortex! Aim and fire! Alicia! Binding Vortex! State Zero! Open the way forward! State Zero! Open the way forward! Leave it to me, Alicia!
Hey, why don't you?
Alicia!
Sorry for the trouble.
Aim and fire! Here goes! Aim and fire! Blistering Bang! Binding Vortex! State Zero! Here goes! State Zero! Leave it to me, Alicia!
Hey, why don't you? Let your guard down!
Alicia! It's time! Your license assembled!
Pretty good.
Blue Flurry! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Here goes! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! State Zero! Leave it to me, Alicia! State Zero! Here goes! Spirit cleansing! Elixir for take! State Zero! State Zero! State Zero! State Zero! Blistering Bang! Open the way forward! Aim and fire! Blistering Bang! Open the way forward! State Zero! Blistering Bangs! Open the way forward! State Zero! Blistering Bangs! Binding Vortex! Aim and fire! Blistering Bangs! Aim and fire! Spirit cleansing! Elixir for take! Breakdown! State Zero! Aim and fire! State Zero! Blistering Bangs! Open the way forward! State Zero! Blistering Bangs! Binding Vortex! Aim and fire! Here goes! Alicia! State Zero! State Zero! State Zero! Blistering Bangs! Binding Vortex! State Zero! Here goes! Binding Vortex! Aim and fire! Blistering Bangs! Binding Vortex! State Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward! Don't push yourself, Butler! Blistering Bangs! Binding Vortex! Aim and fire! Blistering Bangs! Open the way forward!
Hey, sweetie!
State Zero! Here goes! Aim and fire!
Can you dig it?
Try to bind.
Leave it to me, Alicia! Your license accepted!
Neck is fine, right?
Alicia!
Here goes! Open the way forward! Spirit cleansing! Breakdown! Open the way forward! Let's press it! Aim and fire! Aim and fire! Hey, sweetie! Here I go! It's over! Save Zero! Restraint bang! Open the way forward! Better kiss me! Back in the vortex! Save Zero! Aim and fire! Restraint bang! Open the way forward! Save Zero! Restraint bang! Open the way forward! Wait! Here! Blazing Star! It's time! Your license extended! Fire! Lead to me, Alicia! Alicia! Sweetie! Save Zero! Restraint bangs! Binding vortex! Here! Save Zero! Here goes! Open the way forward! Spirit cleansing! Elixir for tank! Here goes! Aim and fire! Everything okay, Ziggy? Rondo of light! Blazing Star! Aim and fire! Here goes! Binding vortex!
It's not working.
I'm not letting you purify me. What truly needs purification is this entire world.
Please, Lady Maltran, stop! You are just being deceived by the Lord of Calamity!
You're soft to the core, aren't you? Of all your flaws, that might be. What I hate about you the most. This is reality, Alicia. I have proven my dedication to my lord. I have no regrets.
Alicia! Alicia.
I can't do this. I can't! I can't! I want to go home! I don't care about all this anymore! About the war, about our nation, about our people! I'm sick of their gossip, their mockery, their lies! Everything! I quit! I'm done being a princess, being a knight! Barlow and his goons can do whatever they want! I've tried so hard for everyone. What good did it do? And still
And yet, you still want to stop the war, right? I feel just like you, in a lot of ways.
The strength of a knight exists to protect. Their kindness serves the people. Lady Maltran's words still linger in my ears. I know she undoubtedly meant nothing by it. Just some pretty nonsense to lead me on.
Maybe. But even if she did, you took those words to heart, didn't you? And the Alicia standing right here is as real as it gets. You can count on it.
I'm sorry you had to see this side of my reality. Let me see what I can do about the Highland Army. I'm naive and soft and whiny enough to think it'll work. That's just who I am.
Young folks, always with the melodrama.
Sorry about that.
What? Are you crying too?
It's so beautiful.
You say something?
Nothing.
Do you think Sergei will be able to stop the Roland's army?
It'll be alright. Sergei will do it no matter the cost.
That just makes me worry even more.
The vanguard of the Roland's army is probably at last in Belby.
Maltran said something about Alicia serving two purposes for her. What do you think the other one was?
If I had to guess...
Judging from what we know of the aims of the Lord of Calamity...
She was to be a tool to stain Saray with malevolence.
Most likely by killing her, though we avoided it at the last minute.
How could anyone be so...
Hey, maybe it was just that she got off on the academic thrills of teaching swordplay to an eager pupil.
You're the worst, Zavid.
Go die, like right now.
I'm going to glare ... at you right now so hard!
Well, excuse me for trying to ease the tension.
I wonder what Rose is up to. I hope she is...